everybody, and welcome back to another video. We are about to continue on with the next of the raid dungeons for Eden, and I cannot wait to see what they have planned for us next. So we're going to start things off by talking to Reen here. And the quest is called Nor Any Drop to Drink. Reen's newly formed bond with Eden's core has led to a surprising discovery. I feel a lot more confident in my ability to control Eden now. Of course, this is only the beginning. And we shall accompany thee wheresoever this path may lead. But pray tell, what manner of discovery hast thou made? I understand how Eden's power works. And therefore the true nature of the flood of light? Yes. It's affected the balance of all the ether in the empty, shifting it so far towards the umbral that it stopped flowing altogether. The power to tip the scales. And to tip them back again. That's what Eden does. It controls the balance of ether over a wide area, forcing it from one alignment to the other. Left alone, it still poses a threat, but if I can harness its power, I think I could use it to breathe life back into the empty. The trouble is, I haven't the foggiest idea of where to start. And if I go about this the wrong way, I'll do more harm than good. Thou needest not bear this burden alone, Reen, nor should thou. 'Tis no simple matter of awakening that which lies dormant. All things in nature are inextricably linked. The elements maintain a fragile harmony, without which life cannot prosper. So, what should we do? A solution hath begun to take shape in my mind, though it will require further discussion. For the time being, let us return to the camp. 'Twould be remiss of us not to involve Thancred. Okay, I think I'm doing Urianger a disservice with the voice. I don't do male voices very well. Female voices, sure. But yeah, let's see what Urianger has to say. Ooh, how about the girl? Has she woken up yet? I'm curious to know what connection that girl has to Eden. If only she told us a bit more before she collapsed. Well, I don't think she really had a choice there. Still sleeping soundly, I'm afraid. If I had known she'd take so long to come around, I have brought a good book or two to pass the time. My friends, I believe I have struck upon a method by which we may see this world restored. Urianger, before you go any further, allow me to make a potentially very long story slightly shorter. The plan is to control Eden and realign the ether of the empty, right? In essence, yes. However, unleashing elemental energies haphazardly will not suffice. In addition, the empty is unfathomably vast. Were we only able to effect change over one small region at a time, it would take many lifetimes to complete even a fraction of our task. Instead, our energies would be better spent revitalizing each element in order, though we might set in motion a more widespread transformation. One at a time. I hate to say this, but I don't think Eden will be able to draw out a single element without affecting the others. For that very reason, we shall select a location in which the ambient ether we wish to restore is at its most potent. Even in a dormant state, certain elements will be more prevalent and therefore more easily manipulated. Then we rebalance the ether and return it to the land, whereupon it shall be borne on ethereal currents to the farthest reaches of the empty. But what's to prevent that element from breaking free of Eden's hold and causing a disaster of some sorts? It must be contained. The question is, how? Claire, indulge me a moment if thou wouldest. Pray imagine a corporeal manifestation of each of the individual elements. What dost thou see in thy mind's eye? Moogles? Really? Why is it always Moogles as a selection there? I think that they're just trolling us with Moogles, but I see where this is going. Surely not. Mayhap thou art afeard to utter the fateful word, For to even speak the name primal is to invite misfortune. Though invite it we must, as the aether is drawn forth and realigned by Eden. We shall perform a summoning as Master Louisoix once did on the fields of Cotonou. As one who hath laid low countless primals, thy memories will shape the aether into a dataform entity, which must subsequently be dispersed in the traditional fashion.
So, defeat it, in other words. But is that even possible?
I break my fast on primals. It's either that or being torn to shreds. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure I can. Well, I don't want to sound too cocky or too uncertain, so it's either that or being torn to shreds. Lest thou forgets, 'twill be no more than an approximation of a foe that thou previously bested. I have every confidence in thine abilities, Claire. Oh gee, thanks. As do I, though it might help to have some idea of what you will be up against. Have you decided which element to tackle first? I propose water, the source of all life. As for the location, an area to the west of Norvrant was once home to the world's deepest ocean. Alas, the flood of life reduced it to a yawning chasm.
Water. Yes, that seems like a good choice. I'll see if Eden can take us where we need to go.
And I shall prepare for the summoning. Thancred, wouldst thou keep watch over our enigmatic antagonist? She may have vital information to impart. In the event she becometh agitated, thou mayest have need to restrain her. Someone's gotta do it, I suppose. I'll be praying for your success while I wait here, twiddling my thumbs. He took it better than I thought he would. Still, I must say I don't envy you being caught up in yet another one of Urianche's madcap schemes. Though, come to think of it, if the creature you must fight is born from your own memories and imagination, why don't you try thinking of something a bit tamer than the primals you fought in the past? Perhaps that's not how it works. Anyway, best of luck. Reen's acquainted herself well in this whole Eden business, but I think she needs to slow down a little. We're in no hurry, after all. Wow, that looks really cool. But yeah, so we're going to be heading back in here, setting things up for a summoning, and we're going to be fighting against Leviathan again. I honestly don't know if they just ran out of ideas or not, but I kind of like the idea. Leviathan is the ideal candidate to embody the element of water. Be warned that the circumstances of said summoning differ greatly from that of the primal encountered in the source, and the results are difficult to predict. So once again, we're going in blind and hoping for the best.
Eden seems to be responding well to my instructions, so we should reach our destination in no time at all.
Oh, that's good.
Alright, this is the place. I'll see if I can draw out the water-aspected aether. The rest is up to you, Claire.
Memories of Leviathan come flooding back. Eden's Gate, Inundation. Okay, so this is gonna be fun, I'm betting. Going up against a giant serpent from our memories.
When you're ready, I'll have Eden teleport you there.
It would appear that the summoning was a success, though Leviathan hath yet to reveal himself. Well, of course not, he's from our memories. He's bound to be scared. Okay, so I'm just going to cut away, and yeah, I'll be back in a moment as soon as this whole thing pops up. I hope that they at least changed his design. I really, really do.
oceans, swallow this forsaken land. All shall crumble before me.
Claire, I'll use Eden's power. This should hold for now, but be careful.
Surge tides, crush waves, let none be spared. Your corpse shall feed the vortex.
Not again. Hold on, I'll try to rebuild it. That's it, Eden. Not again! Hold on, I'll try to rebuild it.
Too stubborn to accept your fate, too blind to see you are doomed.
That's it, Eden.
Awesome! Oh man, I love that guy's design. A giant two-headed serpent of water. That was cool. All in all, I thought it went rather well. So it's like we're going to be going through like a blast from the past, and we're going to be facing like each of the primals, at least each of the elemental primals, like eventually. So yeah, I'm seeing where this is going now, and I love the idea. So we're going to be fighting like twisted up versions of the primals, like every time Eden comes out, and a most empathetic victory, Claire. Unfortunately, we cannot yet be certain if the aether is behaving as predicted.
That was incredible! Is that what a primal looks like?
Well, not exactly, but I guess I have a twisted imagination.
Oh, not quite the same then. But why is that?
The Leviathan of the Source was summoned by the Sahagin, to whom he was no less than a god. Without their faith, the deiform entity that we brought into existence differed on the fundamental level, though it was no less formidable. The manifestation relied upon Claire's experiences of Leviathan, and may have been influenced by the recollection of other water-aspected beings, leading to further discrepancies.
Memories brought to life. But I still can't tell if our plan actually worked. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
How goes it? Doing good, we just destroyed Leviathan. If you're finished slaying your primal, or whatever it is, I suggest you get back here on the double. There's something you want to see. Ooh, what is it?
What could that be?
Evidently, our only recourse is to return to our base of operations forthwith. So we're heading back. Ooh, what happened? Okay, I'm sure they did something to the area to change it. I really can't wait to see what they do. Quest complete.
Claire, look!
Oh, it's a lake and river! By the 12's good grace, 'tis a marvel to behold.
I never thought that a whole lake would suddenly appear like this. And we're just getting started. I only hope the burden is not too much for you, Claire.
Let's go, let's see what we do next. Oh man, we're making good progress. So what's next? What's next? Which element's next? I really want to know. Alright, I need to clear out my inventory. But still, look at this! It looks fantastic already! Such a profound transformation, though the change appeared to be limited to an area no more than a few moms in diameter. Well, that sucks. You know, when I first heard Oriante's plan, I didn't know what to expect. But then that enormous crystal appeared and water came gushing forth and, well... Oh, okay, so it looks like the next one is going to be Earth. So that means we're going to be fighting Titan in the next video. So that's probably going to be our last video for the new raid, and I think it's a good place to end on. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.